Here's a solid-state Zenith Trans-Oceanic radio from 1979. And I got this from Matt S. 78MN. The only problem with it is it needs a new belt on the tuning capacitor drive, and I'll show that in a minute. I was able to substitute in a rubber belt that kind of works, but the tuning doesn't work exactly like it should, although I am able to tune in stations. The top part of this opens up here, and then there's a time indicator, so if you're listening to shortwave stations in Europe or Africa or anywhere else, you can put in your time. Like here in the Central Time Zone, got it at 1300 hours. So in Australia, for instance, it would be 4 a.m. the next day. Or I think that would be the next day. There's the time scale converter. There's a compass on here that you can use for radio direction finding. If you know the direction of AM stations, you can turn the radio to get compass bearings. Here are the controls. And it's got 12 bands: long wave, AM, shortwave 1.8 to 3.5, and then several other shortwave bands here, plus the CB band, and then FM broadcast, VHF, and VHF high. It's got a signal strength and a center tuning meter, tuning and fine tuning knobs. And here's the instruction manual. And it gives a good demonstration of all the features. I haven't even looked through the entire manual yet. It also has it in French. Oh, it looks like it has it in Spanish as well. But it's got lots of information on how to best use the Trans-Oceanic. So now I'll take the back cover off and we can inspect the tuning capacitor drive. It's very simple to take apart. Only 3 screws hold the back cover on. Now here's the mechanism, which needs a new belt. I put a rubber belt on there. This gray colored shaft comes from the tuning knob, and then this pulley goes to both the AM and FM variable capacitors through these gears here. And so this sort of works, but you don't get the fine tuning action that you should. So I'm gonna try to get a new belt for this. It's got a plug here. It's got the power transformer and rectifier up in here, and also the battery compartment. And it's really well made. Got a date code. Somewhere in here I saw a date code. It may be on the other side of the transformer. And then you can just disconnect this plug to remove the back cover entirely. Here's the inside of the battery compartment. 120 or 240 volt selector, power input, and here's the antenna inputs. Here's the date code on the power transformer, 7902, EIA 172. Here's the information on the bottom. Model R7000. Now I'll demonstrate the operation of the Trans-Oceanic. I don't seem to be able to pick up anything on the public service band here. Let's try the VHF. There's something I need to get that tuning belt because I just heard something there, but the tuner is kind of acting a little funny with that rubber band on it. I think I was just able to pick up something there. Let's try FM. For some reason with that rubber band on there, you have to turn it for a long distance to get a station.
Thousands. And you can get their solution absolutely free with New York Times. Bring on the sunshine, bring on a good time. All-day sale this Wednesday only, and earn $10 in Kohl's Cash for every $50.
Con flores frescas y con un...
Desde el 6 hasta el 9 de mayo.
Well, I have to really test this for shortwave performance once I get the new belt on the tuning dial, because I don't know that it's going to really tune very well. Let's try AM.
They have no clue on AM 1070 KWEL.
Calling the Muslims anything in names like heretic.
The Westchesters kicking it off on Thursday with Tejano Day. All kids come in free on Thursday. Plus $5 carnival rides. Performances live this Thursday, May 6th con La Tropa F. La Tropa F. Tropa F in the house. It's a hot Tejano Thursday with La Tropa F.
That's why David Arquette is supporting the National Association of Letter Carriers annual food drive.
They went to that part of
Looking as she goes by, they turn their heads and they watch her till she's gone.
Chico,
History.
what nice to have you here, sir.
69 in America. Learn more at sprint.com/anymobile anytime.
I'm not sure what that is there. So there's the Trans-Oceanic. I'll try and do a better demonstration of the tuning once I get a new tuning belt on there.